Those who defend Christianity and those who attack it generally agree as to what Christianity is. It's about a belief in God, in the universe. It's about the belief that there is a lost harmony and the idea that we can re-establish that through a relationship with Christ. What I want to argue is that this is a wrong reading of Christianity, that it has nothing to do with what you believe, and rather it's about an invitation into a type of life in which we can embrace a lack of harmony. We can embrace difficulty and suffering, as well as joy and love, that we can embrace unknowing, doubt, complexity, and ambiguity. In the Hebrew scriptures, it says that Adam and Eve are walking around and have free access to everything, except for one tree. One tree is prohibited, and so they want the fruit of that tree. They're not satisfied with anything else. They think that if only they could get that fruit, then they would be whole, then they would be satisfied. The problem is all of us are like this. We have different sacred objects, things that are mundane, but we believe will make us satisfied if only we could get them. It might be a relationship, it might be having children, getting a certain amount of money, having fame. And either we don't get that object and we're unhappy, we feel that life is lacking, or we do get that thing and then we realize that it might be good, but it doesn't fulfill us in the way that we believed it might. This sacred object oppresses us, and Christianity offers the good news that we can be freed from it. This good news can be seen in the crucifixion. The Temple of Jerusalem was set up much like the Garden of Eden. There was the place where people could walk around and sacrifice and meet people, and it was called the Court of Gentiles. Then there was the Holy of Holies, behind a massive curtain. That is where the sacred dwelt. That is where God was. In Christianity, the temple curtain rips in half, and we realize that there's nothing there. This is the nihilistic heart of Christianity. The sacred object we want, that's always just out of reach, doesn't actually exist. But it doesn't end there. Then there is the return of what we've lost. But it returns slightly differently. Now the sacred is not an object that promises completeness, not an object that we love, but rather is the experience of depth and density that we get through the act of love itself. We find meaning not in the running from our lack and our suffering and our difficulties, but somehow in being able to embrace them, being in a community where we can share them, where we can talk about them. This is the prestige of Christianity, the experience of finding meaning in the midst of life rather than in running from it.